And welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. We just finished up with a great game during the last one. Iowa got the W over UNC. We join this one currently in progress right now here as we got Illinois taking on Duke as we just started here. 2 minutes through the first half. Fighting Illini lead. Right now the score is 5-2 currently so far in this one. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. Welcome back here, everybody, for being a part right on the stream as we welcome you guys right back out. It's going to be Kofi Coburn, the big man for Illinois. 17:51 left to go in the first half. He's going to go to the free throw line, shoot two. First shot no good off the back rim. He missed it. So he's going to have a second one coming up. As we welcome you guys right back onto the stream for the second stream tonight. Behind the Arc fan, Vegas here. Vaughn right back at it once again from the Mod Squad right again. Jason, what's good here for stopping on by, bud? He's going out for Duke in this one. Vaughn predicts Illinois by 12 in this game. Roger, welcome back in here once again. Markman, glad to have you on board. Armando, what's good here for stopping by? Second free throw, Coburn, no good. Duke with the basketball. As they dribble now right baseline. Stewart puts it up. And we're going to have a whistle of fall picked up. It's on Illinois here as the clock will stop with 17:38. So Adam Miller gets assessed with a foul there. Non-shooting foul, though. It's going to be set it up here for Duke. They pass it underneath to Hurt. As we get another quick foul picked up, this time by Illinois. It's going to be DeMonte Williams picks it up. If Duke loses, are they going to go unranked? No. They would. If they lose against Illinois' number 6, they would not go unranked. Against Illinois here. So they probably move around to late teens or so, 17, 18, 19, near that area, most likely for Duke. As Duke has it off the inbound, Stewart, right baseline dribble, but they're going to call Duke here with a foul as they erase it away. That's an offensive foul by the Blue Devils. And the ball go right back over to Illinois now. 5-2 the score, Fighting Illini basketball. Illinois gets the inbound, ball into the hands of Trent Frazier. Frazier takes it past the half-court logo. As he dribbles now at the right wing, moves it over to the top of the key, slides over to the left wing. Miller takes the three, got it. From the outside right there, Illinois by 6. 8-2 the score, Fighting Illini coming out right here to play today in this one so far. DeMonte Williams with 3 and Adam Miller on the board there with a 3-point shot. Duke now has it approaching the 17-minute mark left to go. Matthew Hurt at the top. Moves over to Jalen Johnson. Johnson now dribbles, backs his way inside the post. Pro hop, slides it over to Hurt. He's open, takes the 3, but missed it though off the mark. Rebound back to Illinois. Illinois has it here at the right wing perimeter. As they dribble, they're going to move it over to the right corner. Back over to the right wing into the hands of Frazier. Slides it over to Williams. DeMonte Williams at the top here looking to pass it. DeMonte Williams passes over into the post. They take it mid-range. No good by Coburn. Gets rebounded back over to Duke. Duke here with the basketball. Dribbles past half court. Big burst of speed. Ball gets poked, though, loose. But Duke able to handle it and get it right back, though. Goldwire moves over into the hands of Stewart now. Stewart passes. Ball gets deflected, though, and gets stolen away by Illinois as well. Illinois going to take it the distance, and they lay it up and in for 2 right there. Fast break. Points in transition. 10-2 with 16 minutes left to go remaining in the first half currently so far in this one. Duke with the basketball right back. The Blue Devils had a lot of trouble against Bellarmine back on Friday. They turned it over 18 times. They pass it inside. Another turnover. Get deflected in the key. Illinois with a steal. Bounce pass. Coburn with a trailer. He puts it up right there into the key, and that's good for 2. 12-2 Illinois. Looking good right here with a red-hot start with 15:45 left to go. Oh, wow, I did not hear that, Armando. Jeez. Send my best thoughts out to a speedy recovery out there for Draymond and James Wiseman. Ouch. That's not good, man. Oh, man. Duke takes the jumper. No good there. Ice cold. Illinois with it, and the ball's going to get to be a wedgie there. Kofi, that's Ayu Desumu right on the dribble drive. Tried to go for the layup, and between the rim and the backboard, it's a wedgie. As the clock will stop right now, 15:27 left to go in the first half. The Fighting Illini right out of the gate coming out early on in this one and often ready to play today as we take a look. Their leading scores, DeMonte Williams 5 points, Kofi Coburn with 4. Ayo Desumu yet to be on the board so far in this one, but he's got 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. We'll be back after the timeout. Hey, what's good, Tyler? Welcome back in here for stopping on by once again. Yeah, that's a big oof. That's unfortunate, man, especially for James Wiseman. That's really unfortunate. Points off of turnovers. And that's what's going to kill you every single time if you turn over the basketball. Right now, Illinois, 0 turnovers. And Duke with 3 turnovers in the first 4.5 minutes so far in this game. So that has been the difference. Duke with 18 turnovers on Friday against Bellarmine. And once again, struggling so far tonight. Quick scoreboard update. Virginia Tech not looking like they're going to be in the top 25 much longer. They're getting destroyed against Penn State, who lost in overtime against Seton Hall. So that's what's going on right there. So Penn State leads Virginia Tech 37-20. We're gonna update you guys with that Kansas State score. That's ridiculous. With Kansas State today. What's good, Duke fan? Welcome on the stream here, man. Still a lot of time remaining. Marquette leading Green Bay 37-30. Mississippi State having a lot of difficulty right now with Jackson State. Mississippi State tied up at 24 against Jackson State. St. John's able to hold on. Tight victory over Rider today, 82-79, the final. Georgia over Montana, 63-50. By the way, Georgia's 4-0. Minnesota, 5-0. They came from behind. They beat Boston College in overtime, 85-80. Rutgers, quick game here as a scoreboard update here. 10-7 Rutgers over Syracuse on the first look today. Murray State up against Austin Peay, 56-34. Oklahoma State trying to improve to 5-0. They're up against Oral Roberts. Another tight game, but once again, Oklahoma State still with a lead, 63-58. St. Louis up against Central Arkansas, 79-59. And yeah, Kansas State getting blown out by a non-Division I school. Division II, Fort Hays State, 71-54. That's embarrassing. Kansas State, that is embarrassing there, that you're getting blown out to a non-D1 school. What's good? Dayton Flyers basketball talk. Welcome into the stream, my man. Must be excited about their game today. Dayton able to get their game with a W there. Northern Kentucky was closer than usual, 66-60 there in that one today. Hopefully the bench looked a lot better for you, my man Ryan, out there. Because I know Dayton's bench just really needs to step up, bud, this season. Yeah, Duke's a really young team. 12-2, 3 total turnovers so far in the first 4.5 minutes by Duke. It's really plagued them so far, so we're going to get back to action in just a moment. So Ayo Dosunmu got fouled before we went to the timeout. He's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. First one's up and good. Second free throw up and good. 14-2 the score. Duke now with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key. Matthew Hurt. Going to take the 3. Before that, though, clock will stop with 15-17. It's going to be a whistle and a foul picked up away from the basketball. It appears to be on Illinois. Sorry to hear that, man. The bench only has 6 points. Yeah, way more points, man. That's too bad. They got a really young bench. I'm eating a Belvita bar I got over here for my snack break between games. Nope, Kansas State definitely doesn't deserve to be ranked at all this season. They're going to finish up in the 300s. 14-2 with a score. Matthew Hurt able to slip behind the defense, lays it up and in for 2. That's good. So yeah, if you guys were back in August and September, my stream for the doubleheaders for the NBA, a lot of those I did. Used to eat like a lot of Belvita bars or like Lana Dune cookies during those streams. When I did a doubleheader, and that's what I have today here. What's good, Braden? Welcome to the stream once again here. A lot of struggles for Duke here. Problems with the basketball early and often with turnovers. No, not even close. K-State will never get ranked. No chance. They're finishing in the nice 300s this year. out of all the teams in college basketball, the nice 300s level. Yeah, Penn State's beating Virginia Tech by 19. So Virginia Tech looking like they're going to bounce out of the top 25. Jumper taken by Duke, no good. As the ball gets tipped up in the air, and it's going to get tipped up, deflected out of bounds. Clock will stop with 14:39. By the way, Ohio State barely held on to Notre Dame, 90-85. Yeah, 42-23 is that score. Penn State over Virginia Tech right now. Wow. 14:30 left to go in the first half. Illinois basketball, they have it here at the left wing. Adam Miller. Bounce pass inside. Turnaround jumper rolls around the rim. No good and out. As they missed it by Coleman Hawkins. Rebound back over to Duke. Duke with it. They have it around the perimeter. Jamin Brakefield passes over to the top of the key here for the Blue Devils. Jeremy Roach has it. At the top of the key. As he will dribble now at the left elbow. Passes back here. Top of the free throw circle. Jumper taken. No good off the back rim by Wendell Moore. Rebound back over to Illinois. Duke struggling here at all levels. Trying to just get off a shot from the floor right now. As they're 2 for 9 shooting in the early stages of this game. Illinois taking a three. Adam Miller. The bucket. Hits that one down. He was an absolute bucket in the season opener. Scored 28 points. 17-4. Adam Miller with 6 out of the 17. Duke now has it. At the right wing. Right baseline jumper. They're going to take it. They got it. So right off the bench comes Joey Baker. Able to hit down the deep 2. Able to give Duke a little bit of confidence right there maybe. We'll see. Illinois has it. Flings it back out to the top. Coleman Hawkins dribbles now at the right elbow. Moves it over to the top of the key to Miller. Slides it over back into the hands of Dosunmu. Going to set it up here with 13-16. Dosunmu at the point at the top of the key. The pick gets set by Bershanishvili. Dosunmu still dribbles at the top. Dribble drive inside. Ayo floats it up between 2 defenders, and that's going to be a foul, though. Ayo Dosunmu right there gets called for the push-off. Offensive foul. Brad Underwood not liking that call by the refs. And Duke's going to have the basketball coming up. Didn't look like there was much of a push-off right there. So yeah, Rhode Island's got 3 wins there. They beat Seton Hall earlier this week, but they play against Wisconsin tomorrow. That's a huge game for them. So they're filling in for Louisville and playing Wisconsin tomorrow. If Florida beats Florida State, will they be ranked? I would say yes there. That'd be huge for Florida. They completely destroyed Boston College, and then they got Florida State coming up. That could even, if Florida State wins tomorrow against Indiana and Florida beats Florida State on Saturday, then yeah, that's going to help out Florida's chances even more if they beat Indiana. If Florida State beats Indiana, then loses to Florida there. That's what I was going to say. Maryland or Clemson? I'm going to take Clemson in that one for tomorrow. Inbound coming up underneath. Duke puts it up, and that one goes through for 2. Matthew Hurt able to do most of the scoring production so far this season for the Blue Devils. He's got 6 out of the 8 so far. Illinois has it at the top of the key. Badger, welcome back into the stream, bud. Yeah, Wendell Moore's really struggling this year. 1 for 17, ouch. The game against Michigan State, he did not hit a single 3-point shot at all. Illinois took it inside. That's good for 2. 19-8 the score. What do I think about Xavier? They're undefeated. Yeah, undefeated 6-0, but they played 5 mid-majors and they won 3 close games against those mid-majors, and then they barely held on to beat Cincinnati. So I'm not really sold on Xavier just yet. They haven't played a tough schedule, and Cincinnati, I'm not sure if Cincinnati's going to be a tournament team this year either. I think they're going to be more bubble. Yeah, I'm going to take Clemson tomorrow, Vegas, in that one over Maryland. Clemson's been sneaky good this season to start off. 12:20 left to go. Inbound coming up here as Duke missed the shot, got tapped out of bounds. Illinois gets the inbound as we're going to get right back into it. Fighting Illini, I have the basketball. Adam Miller moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Now they pass over to the left wing. Into the hands of Frazier, who passes over here to Curbelo. Spin move, try to take it inside. Couldn't get it though, and Duke gets the rebound. Duke now has it. Takes it past half court. Only 8 points on the board here with 11:50 left to go. They shoot the 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound Illinois. Fighting Illini has it right back. So they're going to take this one up the court. Gets behind the defense. Lays it up and in for 2. That's good there by Illinois. Man, they are out to a roll right now. 21-8 with 11:30 left to go in the first half. Duke has it at the top. Slides it over to the left wing perimeter. Stewart. Now with the basketball. Takes the jumper and he knocks it down. It's good for 2 by DJ Stewart. Who do you think is going to win Virginia, Michigan State? I'm going to take Michigan State there, my man Brady. Virginia offensively, they just don't have enough players, I feel like, that they're going to have the firepower offensively to keep with Michigan State. Michigan State plays 9 players deep, and it's only like only Sam Hauser and Jay Huff, the two that's been like carrying the load offensively for Virginia this season. Illinois kicks it out to the right corner, going to take a 3, and they knock it down. 24-10, the Fighting Illini, 4 perimeter triples so far. Duke moves it over to the left wing. Hurt takes the 3, no good off the mark. They get the offensive rebound, puts it up, huge block. Oh, the bounce right there by Illinois. Georgie Bershonishvili right there underneath, getting a huge swat out of bounds, and the clock will stop with 10:40. Yo, what's good, Matt? Welcome to the stream here once again. He thought that Illinois was struggling. Man, they're looking so good so far right now. So going on to a timeout, 24-10, Fighting Illini in full control. And this game so far looking good, hitting 4 perimeter triples from the outside. That was the same case in the first game for Iowa. Just hitting down shots here from the outside. And what a game here so far by the 4-star freshman. Absolute bucket they got here with Adam Miller. He's got 9 points. A perfect 3 for 3 from the outside by Adam Miller. DeMonte Williams with 5 points. What's impressive is that Ayo Dosunmu has only got 2 points out of the 24, and Kofi Coburn has got 4. That is impressive here. The top 2 scorers for Illinois have only combined for 6 total points out of the 24. It's been Adam Miller, an absolute bucket this season for Illinois. This game going to get ugly. Get your popcorn, guys, for Vegas here. Yeah, if Duke can't get any scoring done very soon, this is going to get out of control. A lot of turnovers early. This is a very young Duke team, and it's not looking good so far. 3 early turnovers in this game and just cannot connect on any of their shots. Virginia Tech's getting absolutely pounded. Yeah, I had said before, they're like a one-hit wonder in the top 25, and yeah, getting pounded by Penn State, who, Penn State is one of the bottom teams. They don't even have their head coach. Their head coach resigned from the program, like, I think right before the start of college basketball season, and Penn State lost to Seton Hall last week. And Penn State's leading at halftime, 42-23. They're up by 19 against Virginia Tech. Ouch. That's gonna leave a mark in you that Virginia Tech's not gonna be in the top 25 anymore. So Virginia Tech, they look like they're probably not gonna be in the top 25 anymore after tonight or for next Monday. What's gonna happen this season, or what's gonna happen for next week? Probably there's a list of teams that can go in. Florida and St. Louis are right on my top, though, for teams that should go in. St. Louis, Florida, Oklahoma State, low-key really good for Oklahoma State. And then after that, UConn Marquette is in the next tier, along with Missouri, Indiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Clemson, and SMU. Those are teams right now that's not in the top 25, but close. Yeah, Matt likes Indiana this season. Thinks that they'll be the Colorado of this year. Trace Jackson Davis is a real special player. If they go with a game plan and just feeding the ball into the post to Trace Jackson Davis there, he can just torch defenses if they can't contain him inside. Yeah, Allen puts out Penn State was big, ahead big time the last time against Seton Hall, but lost the second half. Never know. Yeah, like Purdue against Miami. Purdue was up by 20, just totally collapsed in the second half against Miami. And by the way, Rutgers doing well. Rutgers up against Syracuse 20-10 early on. We're back from a timeout here. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. Illinois looking good as they lead it so far. Duke with the basketball as they went inside. They got the bucket, 24-12. Illinois has a quick pass, but it's going to get turned over off the steal here. Duke has it right back. Blue Devils now have it at the top of the key. Moves over into the hands of Jeremy Roach. As he's got it at the top here, approaching the halfway point of the first half. At the top with Roach, dribbles towards the left elbow, takes the jumper. That one's up, no good. Didn't even bother passing it to any of his teammates. The offensive rebound by Jalen Johnson, put it back outside though, and got deflected by Illinois out of bounds. So it's going to go right back over to Duke here as the clock will stop. We got 9:53 left to go. Yeah, I agree there, Brady. Creighton versus Kansas was a game that would decide who was overrated and who wasn't. Yeah, really good game. Creighton should have won that. They just couldn't hit their three-point shots. But Kansas is getting better. Kansas has players stepping up here, so I'm impressed. I was impressed by Kansas. It's going to be the defense that carries the team this year for Kansas, but Jalen Wilson has been huge lately for Kansas. They're finding hidden stars in this team, and what's working well is if they go small ball there for Kansas. And that's the type of matchup there against Creighton, that's the thing. Yeah, Ohio State came back and won that game. So Creighton's kind of similar to Arizona State. They're loaded with guards on their roster, but as far as like the front court, it's a lot of question marks for both of those teams, Arizona State and Creighton. And so we get right back into it. Duke gets the inbound, dribble drive inside, and Jalen Johnson gonna get that one as that one's good for the layup for two. Illinois has it at the top of the key. Moves it over to the left wing perimeter. Miller now with the basketball as he has it. 9:26 left to go on the clock. Miller dribbles towards the top, guarded by Goldwire. Miller, dribble drive. Stop and pop over Goldwire. No good off the mark. Rebound back to Duke. Duke has it with 9:15 left to go. As they take it past half court. Jalen Johnson. Stutter step, drives into the lane. Missed it. No good off the back rim. Rebound by the big fella, Kofi Coburn. As they're going to set it up past half court here. Into the hands of Frazier. Takes the deep two. It's up. No good. Didn't even bother passing it. He should have passed it off to his teammates as Duke gets the rebound. And Duke floats it out to the right corner to Stewart. Right baseline dribble, spin move. Puts that one up. No good. Too strong off the backboard. A rebound back to Illinois. Bertrams, welcome to the stream here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Illinois has it. Around the perimeter, DeMonte Williams hands it over to Desumu. Io now with the basketball at the top, guarded by Goldwire. Io moves it over now. Once again, DeMonte Williams dribbles towards the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass off the cutter. Underneath, Frazier going to put it up, and they're going to say clean block right there by Duke as the Blue Devils going to get it back. Pass up the court. Ball gets deflected out of bounds, and the refs say it's last touch here out of bounds by Illinois. So Duke will have it back. 8:24 left to go. Ooh, who's a threat in the ACC this season? Definitely going to go Louisville right now. They look red hot for the Cards. I think Duke's going to definitely improve this year if they can find more consistent scoring options behind Matthew Hurt. Hurt has the ball here at the right baseline. Underneath, puts it up. That one's up. That one's good. That's good for two by Matthew Hurt. He is carrying right now. And, oh yeah, North Carolina too. North Carolina just got outplayed today and just outshot well from the perimeter. They focused way too much on Luka Garza and did not focus on locking up Iowa's perimeter today. Iowa is a threat to rebound the basketball. Also, Florida State. I think Florida State's going to lose tomorrow because they only got one game underneath their belt, but I think Florida State's going to be right up there at the top of the conference. And also, I wouldn't count out Virginia. Virginia's out to a really slow start here once again this season. But I feel like Virginia's going to maybe be like last year as well. Just come out of nowhere and get like red hot down the stretch in like late January into February and take it into March. The thing about college basketball season, it's such a marathon. And you have to play your way through the entire season or so. And actually, Clemson looks sneaky good out of the ACC too, thinking about it. Because Clemson's got quite a bit of upperclassmen in their roster. They look sneaky good right now. Yeah, Kentucky just really struggling making their shots. It's rough. They're playing these freshmen at Kentucky. They're like this is a whole new level for them right now, going from high school over to college ball, and man, it's just they're playing so tight. Like when I watched them play against Georgia Tech on Saturday, and Georgia Tech, by the way, I think they can have a chance to make the tournament as well. I feel like for Georgia Tech, honestly, even though they lost to Mercer and Georgia State, I feel like if they can get this upperclassmen group back, they still got a chance. They made a deep run. They made a late run last year, or so. What's good, Splash Man? Welcome to the stream here, man. Appreciate it for stopping on by. North Carolina State right now. I get them on the bubble for NC State. Who would win, Louisville or Florida? Right there. That'd be a nice matchup for sure. I'm gonna take the Cards there for that one. I feel like it's going to come down to coaching, and I'm going to take Chris Mack over Mike White right there if it comes down to the end. That would be a great matchup, though, to see. So, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can find that Kansas State game. Because that's just abysmal. Yeah, for sure, Alex. Incredible game, man. They were 2 3-point shots away from tying the school record. Dude, Jordan Bohannon. I think Jordan Bohannon is going to get a comeback player of the year. If he keeps that up. If he can do that on a consistent basis right there for Jordan Bohannon, what a game, man, he had. So we are right back into it. 7:30 left to go. Illinois now with the basketball. Feeds it inside over to the big fella. Kofi Coburn gets fouled. He's going to go to the line shoot too. Michigan State or Kansas? I take Michigan State in that one. Yep, I picked BC over Florida because I thought that Florida was like slow out of the gate with that game against Army, and man, second game just totally turned on the Jets there in the second game. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Kansas State lost 81-68 against Fort Hays State. Ouch. That's brutal. Oh, man. 3-point record in a game for Iowa was 19, and they hit 17 tonight. So they were 2 shy away from tying. And Jordan Bohannon hit 7 of those. At the free throw line, Kofi Coburn makes both of them 26-16 to score. 7:15 left to go. Sports expert, welcome back here. Ohio State able to hold on against Notre Dame. Duke now with the basketball. Moves it over to the top of the key. Jalen Johnson. Lob over the top, and it's going to go out of bounds. They turn it over. They were looking for Matthew Hurt underneath, and they just lobbed it right there in the entry pass over to outstretched fingertips out of bounds. And Matthew Hurt. So Illinois will have it back. 7 minutes left to go. Dave Davis, welcome on board. Who's going to win? Iowa, Gonzaga. I'm still going to take Gonzaga right now. I've been so impressed by Gonzaga. That should be an incredible game. Really good. Illinois has it at the top of the key. Dribbles towards the right wing into the hands of Curbelo as he takes it now at the free throw circle. Passes inside to Coburn, and they're going to call Andre Curbelo here. Actually, no, they're going to call it a foul on Duke. It looks like. Yeah, there's going to be a foul on Duke, so they pick it up. They were 6 personal. Illinois with 6 personals in the first half as well. It's going to end up being an Illinois inbound coming up with 6:36. So I think that North Carolina would have made the tournament last year. No. They would have had to win the entire ACC tournament to get there. There would have been no way for North Carolina to make the tournament. Not with a 14-19 record. 6:30 left to go. Not even the NIT. They wouldn't even have taken that into the NIT. Illinois passes it. It gets intercepted by Duke. Duke here with a steal. Jalen Johnson has it. Takes the perimeter three. It's up. No good. Rolled around the rim. Tipped up in the air. Fight for the rebounds. Going to get knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be called Illinois basketball here. With 6:19 as the ball gets deflected out of bounds. Yo, when Kansas State loses to a non-Division I school, that's a big oof. Very embarrassing loss. That is brutal. And this is brutal for Duke here, is that Matthew Hurt, who currently sits with half of the team's points, he's got 8 out of the 16 points, and he just picked up his third foul going up for the rebounds. So third quick personal by Matthew Hurt, and we still got 6:14 left to go as he's going to have to take a seat on the bench. So the majority of the Duke scoring production here, it's in trouble right now. They're going to need players here to step up for Duke because Matthew Hurt sits on the bench with 3 fouls. And Mark Williams, or actually no, it's DJ Stewart. Yeah, Mark Williams has got 2 fouls. DJ Stewart and Jalen Johnson with 1 personal right now. So Duke currently with 7 as a team. We got 6:14 left to go as we're going to go on a timeout as well, it looks like. Yep, Kansas State should be ashamed of themselves for that. It is so much turnover in the offseason. I think they had like 6 players transfer away from the program. That's just terrible. Like that's just awful. Like Bruce Weber is the head coach at Kansas State. That should lead to an automatic firing at the end of this year, or very soon actually. Very soon if you lose to a school like that. The Cinderella this year will be Rutgers. What do I think Brady puts out? I think Rutgers could very well make it into the Sweet 16, I think, for Rutgers. Maybe even further if everything clicks depending on the matchups. Right now, Rutgers leading 23-17 against Syracuse. Make it 24. Ron Harper Jr. just made a free throw. So they're up by 7 against Syracuse. Yeah, not looking good for Duke right now. And it's not looking good with Matthew Hurt on the bench. Thanks so much, D. Davis. Really appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. Jagon, welcome to the stream. Yeah, coming into this one, I thought this would be a really great game. But Illinois has been up by like double digits throughout most of it so far. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. I cover play-by-play here, basketball and behind the arc basketball. Refs are sorting that one out. It's going to send Illinois, it looks like, to the free throw line. So a 1-and-1 bonus. It was a foul picked up by Matthew Hurt, and they were looking at it up at the review board before we went back into it. First free throw good. It's Ayo Dosunmu shooting his second one at the line, and he knocks it down. I'm going to be back tomorrow, doubleheader. Indiana, Florida State at 7:15 Eastern tomorrow. And then Michigan State against Virginia tomorrow, 9:15. So I'll be back 2 games tomorrow. Both of the free throws good by Dosunmu at the line, 28-16. And enjoy the rest of your night, Brady. Appreciate it, man, for stopping them by. Duke takes the jumper, no good. Rebound, Illinois. Fighting Illini now with the basketball. They're going to take it past the half court. Andre Curbelo has it. We got 5:50 left to go in the first half. Curbelo dribbles now. Drives inside, floats it up, and Duke picks up. It's going to be Curbelo. Curbelo right there tried to go driving inside, and he was the one who got called right there for the turnover. So they said Andre Curbelo right in the key travel with the basketball. It's going to go right back over to Duke. What's good, Jacob? Welcome to the stream, man. Do you think Kentucky's going to figure it out before conference play? Seems like every year they start ugly, get really good after conference starts. I think they got a good chance. So I had said in my last stream, if you're a Kentucky fan, not to give up. The positive sign, Terrence Clark, he was able to hit down quite a bit of 3-point shots, so that is huge. Able to finally have a sharp shooter there, so that is good. Now it's just cleaning up the turnovers. I think for Kentucky, I think they're gonna get much better, but they need to make roster changes there to give Devin Askew way less playing time, and for him to be playing off the bench, and for Clark to take it at the point. they can have Clark, or if they have Mintz there as well as an experience point, because they're just struggling with turnovers. That's the thing. Points off of turnovers killed them in the last game. They're just playing so tight. They're playing so nervous. Once they're able to feel relaxed, it's all going to come together. Underneath, no good right there. Is Georgie Brashansvili just got deflected by the rim. And the ball is a scramble for in the court right there. We got 5 minutes left to go as there's a fight for the basketball. Possession arrow go Duke ball. So tie up possession arrow Duke basketball. Yeah, same with Duke. I think they're going to get much better throughout the course of the season. This has been very odd to just see Duke, and Duke's at number 10 though, but struggling really early. They haven't got like any offense going on. That was almost an interception. Goldwire able to get it. Moves it back over to Jalen Johnson. Drives inside. Passes out to the right corner. And that's just poor dribbling. Way too much dribbling right there for Duke. Leads to an Illinois turnover. Or Illinois steal. Illinois tries to drive inside. No good. Missed the layup. Floated up over the top. And Duke coming up with a steal there by Goldwire. Yeah, 19 is Iowa's three-point record. They were too shy away from that today. They hit 17. Duke in transition, and that's a motivator right there for the Blue Devils. Lob over the top. They throw it down with a two-handed flush right there by Mark Williams, the big man. 28-18 now. 4 minutes as we approach that mark remaining. Illinois basketball, and they miscue it. Miscommunication right there in the pass. Ayo Desumu was at the left corner, but moved a little bit, and they just missed their mark on it at the left corner, so it goes out of bounds. And the ball go right back over to Duke. So yeah, this has been miscues lately. 5th turnover of the game by Illinois. Duke with 5. They had 3 really early turnovers in the first, 2.5 minutes or so. Duke has it now. Joey Baker takes it inside, and we got a whistle to fall as he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Free throws in this game, Duke is 0 for 1, so 0% at the free throw line. They've only attempted 1 free throw. And Illinois is 6 for 8, so they're 75% at the free throw line for Illinois. Alright, so we're going to go to a timeout here, taking on the floor, everybody. Really appreciate all for stopping by. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as I cover play-by-play here basketball as we're on Behind the Arc Basketball. Quick scoreboard update. What's going on in college hoops right now? So we'll take a look at it. Currently, Penn State obliterating Virginia Tech, 55-31. Right now is the score. Isaiah Brockington with 20 points for Penn State currently. Marquette up against Green Bay, 52-45. That's actually a close game there. So keep you guys monitored. Green Bay is 0-3, and Marquette just won against Wisconsin on Friday on a game-winning tip-in. Mississippi State leads Jackson State 41-30. Of course, the worst upset of the day goes to a non-Division I school, Fort Hays State, winning over Kansas State, a Power 5 school, 81-68. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. St. Louis beat Central Arkansas 88-65. And then Oklahoma State against Oral Roberts. This game right now, Oklahoma State's up in this one 83-78. Actually, that has gone final. So Oklahoma State improves to 5-0. So that game has gone final, and Cade Cunningham got 29 points tonight. Wow. He just makes his team look so good. No matter what happens. I know they're playing a lot of close games against non-conference teams, but either way, they're able to pull out victories. That's the huge thing about Oklahoma State this season. Able to pull out the W. So, Cade Cunningham, 29 points. He carries this team. Always good to see another freshman here with Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He scored 15 today for Oklahoma State, so he was the number 2 scorer behind Cunningham. That's huge for them. Yep, Kansas and Kansas State like the Clippers and the Lakers. Kansas, the Lakers, and Kansas State, the Clippers. Yep. Points in the paint for this one so far. Both of these teams got 10 total points in the paint so far. For sure, Bradley. Cade Cunningham, absolute beast, looking like he's going to be a #1 overall draft pick for 2021. So we get right back into it. It's 28-18 the score. Free throws coming up at the line by Duke. 2 of them by Joey Baker. First one coming up. That one's up. That one's good. So right now, I think it's down to 2 freshmen in the early stages here that's played their way into Freshman of the Year for college basketball. Cade Cunningham, and also I can put Jalen Suggs into that category as well. Because of what he's done. He did everything when he came back there, and when they were trailing West Virginia, able to come from behind and get the W last week. 28-20. 8-point game, 3:40 left to go. Illinois going to take the jumper. That one's up, and that one is good. As they hit it, they extend it right back over to 10. 3.5 left to go here before halftime. Badger, welcome back. Watching the game, but I muted it to listen to the stream. Appreciate about it. Ayo Dosunmu, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Duke now has it. At the right elbow, Baker going to put it right back outside the Goldwire. Goldwire going to float it up in the key. That one's off the back rim, no good. Dosunmu snags his 6th rebound of the game. Ayo, pass over to the right corner. Catch and shoot 3. They take it, they gut it. Illinois knocks it down. Trent Frazier from the outside hits it. As we approach the 3-minute mark remaining, but actually they're going to take a timeout right before that. So Coach K takes a timeout with 3:04 left to go on the clock right now, and Illinois looking good here. 33-20 over Duke. Once again, Ayo Dosunmu, one of those players, doing all the little things here today. 6.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Makes his team so much better. Kofi Coburn, the big, also got 6 points here with 4 rebounds. But big reason why, Adam Miller, absolute bucket. Perfect 3 for 3 from the perimeter by him. He's got 9 points, leading scorer. And then a big triple from the outside just moments ago for Illinois. Once again, as they extended it right back over to 13. So yeah, let's see, yeah, it was Dosunmu was 6 at this point. So we're right back into after the timeout. Duke with a inbound coming up. They go right baseline, and they're going to lay it up and in. Jeremy Roach with 4. 2:45 left to go. Creighton, dude, sold a free throw and lost by 1. Yeah, that's tough right there when you lose the game on free throws. Creighton should have won that game. I watched a little bit of the ending there, and they were missing 3-point shots that they would have normally hit there, usually. Like, if that game was in February and Creighton was finding their zone with the 3-point shots, Creighton would have won that game. Do I know in the UK? Yes, so people started to get the vaccine out in the UK today. Illinois going to go to the free throw line. They passed it inside over to Bershanishvili. He got fouled. So Georgi Bershanishvili going at the free throw line here, shooting in the 1-on-1 bonus. First shot, got it. So I'll have a second chance here at the line. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream, man. He's at home. Glad to hear that you're home, bud. Already ate a piece of bread and sugar with milk. Cool, dude. Foul trouble here. Matthew Hurt for Duke is in quite a bit of foul trouble early. He's picked up his third personal a little while ago. So he's been spending time on the bench, and that's not a good sign for Duke there when your leading scorer this season is out on the bench. Second free throw, Bershanishvili's got it. Matthew Hurt currently leading the scoring as well with 8 points. Duke right baseline dribble. Right there is they're going to get the shot, and that's good for 2. Up and in off the backboard by Jeremy Roach. So Roach is going to go to the free throw line. Got a couple of youngsters breaking out here for Duke recently. And Jeremy Roach is that name right now. As Roach currently has 6 points, looking for a 7th one at the free throw line. So Matthew Hurt with 3 personals. And then for Illinois, it's only 2 personals that they have with Trent Frazier, DeMonte Williams, Curbelo, and Grandison, both off the bench for Curbelo and Grandison. All 4 of those players have 2 personals right now. The top 2 players, though, for Illinois this season, Dosunmu and Coburn, have yet to pick up a foul. Free throw is good at the line by Roach, so he's got 7. 35-25, 2:15 left to go before halftime. At the top of the key, Bershanishvili Hands it over to Miller. Miller dribbles towards the right wing. Pass over to Ayo. Ayo's ball gets tipped into the backcourt, but it was tipped by Duke by Goldwire, so Ayo gets it right back. Ayo dribbles right past Goldwire, lays it up and in for 2. They could not switch back defensively in time. Jalen Johnson with no help defensively right there to provide to Goldwire, and led to the easy layup off the backboard for 2 by Ayo Desumo. Duke takes the deep 2 jumper, top of the free throw circle, no good. Rebound Illinois, pass up the court. And Bershanishvili tried to slam dunk it. Huge block, though, by Duke out of bounds. As Jeremy Roach tried to go after the basketball. Took a hard fall on the ground. Clock will stop with 1:40. And I think, yeah, we're going to go... Oh, yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Luckily, he was able to get up. Yeah, I'm gonna stream a couple NBA preseason matchups. I plan on doing Sunday night Lakers Clippers because we get that one. So I plan on doing that one. I know Celtics got a couple of games in I think the second week of the preseason or so. So I plan on probably doing those because I was looking at the college schedule and it wasn't much for I think when the Celtics were playing their preseason games. First free throw, Jeremy Roach at the free throw line, got it. So Duke actually here into the bonus as well. 37-26. Ravens got the sack here for Vaughn, so that's a point for his fantasy team. There you go. Second free throw, Roach knocks it down. Minute 35 left to go before halftime. Illinois still up by 10. They have the ball. At the left wing, Desumo. Dribbles now at the right elbow. Makes his way inside. Ayo feeds it over to the big fella Coburn, and that's a block out of bounds by Duke. Jalen Johnson coming up big defensively there. Clock will stop with 1:24. Inbound coming up for Illinois underneath their hoop. They pass it over around the perimeter. Miller slides over to Frazier, back to the left baseline. Desumo, he was trapped, moves it over to Frazier, left corner 3, takes it, he has got it. Trent Frazier hits the perimeter triple. The Fighting Illini find themselves up by 13. He's a perfect 2 for 2 from the outside. He's got 6 today by Trent Frazier. Duke now has it. Joey Baker pass over to the top of the key. Matthew Hurts picked up 3 fouls. He's been sitting on the bench ever since. And he's still the leading scorer, I believe, with 8 currently for Duke. Duke has it, 53 seconds remaining. Jeremy Roach passes now to Johnson. Johnson puts one up in the key, and he's got that one to fall. Nice shooting touch right there by Jalen Johnson. 40-29. 45.6 left to go remaining. Timeout taken here by Brad Underwood for Illinois. So the clock will stop. Let's see, Duke's leading scorers right now. It's actually Jeremy Roach off the bench now, so he actually surpassed Matthew Hurts. So Roach has got 9, and then Hurts got 8. And then for Illinois, leading scorers, Miller leads the way here. He's got 9 points. So freshmen currently leading in the scoring for both of these teams. And then Trent Frazier, Kofi Coburn, actually, yeah, Ayo Desumo's got 8, and then after that, Frazier and Coburn's both got 6. 45.6 seconds left to go, everyone. If you guys are new to the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified about live streams as well here, everybody. I'm Behind Arc Basketball. Cryptid, welcome on the stream here. Appreciate it for being a part. I know doesn't have to say this, but just won the finals off a buzzer. There you go. Congrats to you, my dude, for Cryptid. With a big buzzer beater right there. Absolute dope, man. 45.6 left remaining. After the timeout, Illinois will have the basketball. So we are back into it. They inbound it here to Desumo. Takes it past half court. Lobs it over to the right baseline. Frazier was open, but they're going to set it up to Desumo once again. 30 seconds left to go before half. So a 14-second differential shot clock and game clock right now. Shot clock down to 12, game clock down to 26 seconds. Moves it over to the top here. Trent Frazier, shot fake. Passes inside over to Coburn, who moves it over to Bershanishvili. Backs his way in the post. Hooks it up and got it. Georgie Bershanishvili for 2. He also got fouled as well. And the Fighting Illini going to go to the free throw line with Georgie. Shoot the and 1. What's good, Tyler James? Welcome back on the channel, bud. Jalen Johnson picked up the personal guarding Barshanishvili. That's a hard-fought bucket there. Backing his way right in the post by Georgie. So for a chance to extend it to 14 here before the half for Barshanishvili for Illinois, he's going to have one free throw shot at the line. They're looking good at the line today. 8 for 10 at the charity stripe. And he knocks it down, make it 9 for 11. Illinois extends it here. 14-point lead. 13 seconds remain before halftime. Duke now with the basketball. Goldwire dribbles towards the left wing. They hand it over now. Duke turns the corner at the right elbow. Roach moves it over to Goldwire at the left wing. 3 seconds. Takes the three. No good off the mark. Rebound Illinois to Sumu. Just rebounds the basketball, as that will be his 8th rebound before halftime. Number 8 for a rebound for Sumu. And we go into halftime here. 43-29. So Illinois looking solid right out of the gate in this game. They were up 12-2 in the early goings. And they are still owning this one right now as we're going to go into a half. Wow. It's interesting to know, like, how different these teams are this season. I honestly thought this game would be close. Of course, you have to play the full game of basketball. You have to play the full 40 for college. But still, wow. By the way, a couple scoreboard updates. Rutgers up against Syracuse, 34-30 at the half. I'm actually going to take a look at the ACC Big Ten Challenge games today. And I'll let you guys know how those went right now, since we're at halftime. Alright, so Penn State's obliterating Virginia Tech, 64-41. So bye-bye Virginia Tech. They're not going to be in the top 25 anymore. Iowa won today as we welcome in Porter onto the channel. Iowa made 17 3-point shots, and Iowa won that game 93-80 over North Carolina today. Jordan Bohannon had a massive comeback game. He scored 24 points and made 7 3-point shots for the Hawkeyes. They had 3 players that made at least 5 3-point shots. It was phenomenal. Ohio State able to hold on against Notre Dame, 90-85. Miami was trailing by 20 at one point against Purdue. They came back, they won, and Miami won 58-54. Great game between these two teams. Minnesota and Boston College went into overtime. Minnesota able to pull out the victory, 85-80 in overtime. Of course, Rutgers right now up at half against Syracuse, 34-30. Ron Harper Jr. with 15 points at the half for the Scarlet Knights. And then this game right now, it's all Illinois, 43-29. Funny thing about this game so far is that no Illinois player, even though they have 43 on the board, no Illinois player has scored 10 points or more so far. The leading scorer right now is Adam Miller, as he has got 9 points so far in this game for Illinois. Do I think that the AP put Louisville too high at 25 because some reporters said that it was way too high for no, not at all. Louisville definitely deserves to be in the top 25, and I would have put Louisville right in there, more closer to 20, or around anywhere from 16 to 22, because they've been playing phenomenal lately, instead of all the way back at 25. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night, Badger. Really appreciate it. Alex, welcome to stream, man. Glad to have you on board. He's happy about Minnesota getting the W here. Welcome to the stream, bud. Welcome in, Daniel. Appreciate it, man, for being a part here. Yeah, Iowa looking so impressive when I called the game today. Yeah, I wish, man, too, Cryptid. I think they're going to look to reschedule it, though, so hopefully we'll be able to have it sometime. They're looking to reschedule that. And also, Baylor taking on Iowa coming up really soon. Coming up in 11 days. Murray State won today against Austin P, 87-57. So Murray State looks really good so far to start off this year. Penn State is destroying Virginia Tech. Mississippi State running away against Jackson State now, 57-37. Marquette in a tight game currently against Green Bay, 64-55. And they're only up by 9 against Green Bay, which has got a record of 0-3. Creighton against Kansas was a great game earlier today. Kansas able to win by 1, 73-72. Tennessee over Colorado. Final score there, 56-47. Tennessee's defense, the reason why they won it. Yeah, Iowa looks so dangerous. If those threes are dropping every single game, those look so dangerous. Probably around the weekend or so, Bradley. There's a couple things I have to do. It's probably going to be like late week or towards the weekends. I have to like finish a couple steps there. I got approved for the membership thing, but there's like a couple more steps I have to fill out before they get the tab or so. So yeah, very soon it's going to be out before the start of well, definitely before the start of NBA season, it's going to be out. USC taking on UC Irvine. USC leading right now 22-12. As those are a couple of scores going on for college basketball. By the way, low-key stat to know here. The Bryant Bulldogs from Smithfield, Rhode Island, they have posted 100-plus point games in back-to-back games. They beat St. Francis of Brooklyn today, 101-82. Now, Bryant was supposed to have a game on Saturday against another opponent. That opponent couldn't play due to positive tests on their team. So, Rhode Island College, which is a Division III school, it's actually where my sister went to go to college. It's called RIC, R-I-C, Rhode Island College, a D3 school, played Bryant on Saturday, and they got destroyed. It was like, I think it was like final score was like 138-83. They got destroyed. But Bryant's my front runner out of the NEC at this point. They took Syracuse down to the wire. They could have very well been 4-0 right now if they had closed out the game against Syracuse. Yes, I'm a Providence fan and URI fan. I'm actually from Massachusetts, but I'm like right down the road from Rhode Island. Like 15 minutes away from Providence. The most embarrassing loss of the day, though, goes to Kansas State. Kansas State losing to a non-Division I school, 81-68. Yeah. Good old Rick giving up 138. It's more like they agreed to play the game on short notice. Rick just agreed to fill in, just to be a filler for Bryant's schedule, and they agreed like 2 or 3 hours before tip-off. They agreed to fill in and play the game and be the replacement team. I remember my college that I went to, that I graduated from, at Curry and Mass. They played a non-conference game last year against New Hampshire, and yeah, Curry lost 92-29 against UNH. It was abysmal. It's awful. The school that I went to for college, just the basketball program was just awful. Like one of the worst in like the country. Like one of the worst D3 programs of like all time or so. I think when I was there, I think it was my freshman year of college, they went like 2-25. My sophomore year of college I think that was the one that they were winless. Or my second year of college, they went like 0-26. And then I think they went like 1-25 my senior year. It was just bad. Prediction about Virginia, Michigan State. I'm going to take Michigan State in that one tomorrow, 67-63. So 4-point victory for Michigan State. Should be a good defensive type of game there for those two schools. Virginia's defense, that's what they rely upon. They play really slow pace as far as the Cavaliers. But the offense is a lot of questions. And if Virginia struggles to guard the perimeter, that's going to be a problem. Because Virginia was having a lot of difficulty guarding the perimeter against San Francisco. And San Francisco knocked down 13 three-point shots. Never mind what Iowa did today with 17. They did 11 in the first half. Yep, 12-19, Iowa versus Gonzaga. What a game. Hopefully that one will go ahead as planned. Yeah, December 19, there's so many good games in that day for December 19. I'm going to see if I can pull this up. By the way, in the NFL, Ravens up against the Cowboys, 27-10 in the final 7 minutes. So, scheduled tomorrow, I plan on doing Indiana against Florida State at 7:15 Eastern tomorrow. So I got 2 streams, and then Michigan State versus Virginia right after that one at 9:15. So doubleheader, part of a ACC Big Ten Challenge. So Indiana, Florida State, Michigan State, Virginia. That's the doubleheaders. Yeah, I'm looking at December 19th right now. Iowa State against Gonzaga. That's the first game over on CBS on the Saturday. Second game's Ohio State against UNC. Third game here is UCLA against Kentucky. And then I think there's going to be a fourth game. I might do a quadruple header, by the way, on that Saturday. I might. I've never done a quadruple header before. That would be insane. And then I think there's a night game with Villanova against Virginia, and I think they're going to put that one on Fox. So if all those games stand, there might be a quad game that day. Who they have, Louisville or Kentucky? I'm still gonna go Kentucky here, out on a limb, even though right now the fans aren't having any hope or so. I'm gonna have to see how they do against Notre Dame this week and UCLA, because if they don't have any improvement, it looks like Louisville is gonna pound them on 12-26. But I predicted right from the start Kentucky, so I'm not gonna change it right now. Yep, Ty puts out watches Missouri beats Illinois. That's actually, I saw Andy Katz's predictions, and that's exactly what he had, was Illinois beating Duke, and then Missouri gonna beat Illinois. Yep, Iowa had 17 3-point shots, 2 away from a record. So that's a great slate there for that Saturday. Yep, very disappointed. We'll see what happens. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Virginia Tech's getting obliterated. Penn State is beating Virginia Tech. The score of that game is 73-45. Penn State leads Virginia Tech 73-45 right now. That's crazy. Wow. I won't be able to do Wisconsin versus Rhode Island because that's on the Big Ten Network. They actually moved that. Tomorrow I'm doing Indiana, Florida State. So Wisconsin, Louisville was supposed to be on ESPN, but since they're only doing the ESPN games for ACC Big Ten, they moved Wisconsin to an earlier time when I'm at work. And that's actually on the Big Ten Network, so I actually don't get that channel here. So tomorrow I'm doing Florida State versus Indiana at 7:15. And then at 9:15 I'm going to do Virginia against Michigan State. So those are the 2 games I get going on tomorrow. Seton Hall has played a tough schedule. I think Seton Hall is actually going to be like a bubble team for Seton Hall. I don't think Seton Hall is bad. They don't have a good record right now. It's because they played a really tough schedule, and reason why is because they lost by 13 to Rhode Island, and Rhode Island is legit. I think Rhode Island's more legit than what people think. Atlantic 10 should be like a 5-6 bid league this year. They get so underlooked for the Atlantic 10. There's so many good teams. So many good teams out in the Atlantic 10. By the way, Rhode Island has 3 quad 1 victories right now, I think, or 3 victories against top 100 teams. I guess they count South Florida as a top 100 team, and they're ranked at number 100. But other than that, URI has a victory against Seton Hall by 13. And then also San Francisco, who beat Virginia. And they got Wisconsin tomorrow. Sorry to hear that, Vaughn. You're losing in fantasy right now. Ouch. Who's the worst team in college basketball? I would go with Mississippi Valley State. Yeah, me too, Bradley. I would love to see that. Hey, Western Kentucky reached out to Kentucky on Twitter today. Because Kentucky's matchup against Detroit Mercy, that matchup has been canceled due to a positive test for Detroit Mercy. And that's the second time that they've rescheduled it once again. So Western Kentucky on their Twitter page, they reached out to Kentucky and they told them that the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers Twitter page, the Kentucky Wildcats basketball on Twitter, hey, we're free. We can play you if you want. Because Western Kentucky, they're determined. They're determined and they want to put another high-quality power conference victory on the map right there. Favorite NBA teams, the Celtics. So, we're going to get back to the second half just in a moment, everybody. If you guys are new to the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. I cover play-by-play basketball. The second game, part of a doubleheader that I covered today. First game, Iowa was raining 3-point shots left and right as they get the W over North Carolina, 93-80. This game so far, believe it or not, nobody in this game so far has scored double-digit points. Leading scorer for Illinois, even though they get 43 on the board, has currently scored 9 points, as that is Adam Miller so far. Yeah, that was the first game. The first game for Seton Hall, and the second one for Kentucky at that point when they took on each other in that Black Friday. 43-29. The polls are gonna vary so much. I think Seton Hall is better than a lot of people think. They've been dealing with injuries too. Bryce Aiken, their point guard, got injured in the first game against Louisville. Right corner three, right off the bat for Illinois. They knock it down. What a response for the Fighting Illini. 30 seconds through into the second half. Duke. First possession now of the basketball. They have it at the free throw circle. Moves over to the top of the key. Clock will stop here as we get 19:23 left to go. Yep, Mississippi State lost to Arkansas 142-62 on opening night. Yeah, at least Vaughn gave it a fight. You never know what can happen in the playoffs, man. Maybe you'll have some big-time upsets over there. Duke goes inside. They missed a shot in the post. Gets rebounded by Coburn here at Illinois. Big burst of speed to Sumu. Takes inside. Missed the layup, though. Rebound back to Duke. 19 minutes left to go here. Duke has it at the top of the key. Johnson, left all alone, takes the three. No good. Hit the rim short. Rebound back to Illinois. Fighting Illini takes up the court right now. They've been controlling this game. Entry pass into lane. Coburn, turnaround, no good. And we get a foul picked up as well. Clock will stop with 18:51. Personal picked up on Jalen Johnson here. Kofi Coburn going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots. Hey, what's good? Mighty your boy Jake Matt. Welcome to the stream, man. 18:51 left to go. First free throw. That one's up. That one's good. Yep, Bradley gets his first round bye. Unless the lineups get magically set this week. Second shot. That one's up. That one's through. 48-29 the score. Illinois running away with this. Duke now with the basketball at the top of the key. As they dribble drive inside, Johnson floats it up, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul picked up. It's going to be on DeMonte Williams that Illinois picks up. Actually, it's going to be on Coburn. Coburn picks up the personal. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up by Duke. First free throw, Jalen Johnson missed it at the line. So Duke struggling here. The Blue Blood Blues this season. Duke is 0 for 8 from the perimeter. And Jalen Johnson just went 0 for 2 that trip at the free throw line. Rebound Illinois. Dosunmu takes it past half court. Ayo Dosunmu here, top of the key. Williams sets the pick, dribbles towards the left wing. Moves it over into the hands of Frazier. Frazier passes, they're going to lob it over the top to Coburn. Coburn gets right behind the defense, and he gets fouled. Jalen Johnson once again picks up another personal as the clock will stop with 18:21. And the big fella, Kofi Coburn here, will go to the free throw line shoot too. What a nightmare for Duke in this game. Man, these freshmen for Duke just can't get it together today. A lot of fouls. A lot of turnovers early in this game, and just it's been the shot selection's just been terrible. First free throw by Illinois, no good, rattled out. Lamar Jackson becoming the first NFL player, 5,000 passing yards, 2,500 rushing yards. First 3 seasons, congrats to Lamar right there. Big congratulations to Lamar this season, especially coming off the COVID list. Second free throw, Coburn missed it. Rebounded right by Duke once again. Goldwire shuffles it out to the right wing. They're going to drive inside, and Duke puts it up and in. That's good for 2 off the backboard by Roach. 48-31. Hey, what's good, Eric? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I heard about that. So James Harden just not showing up to the Rockets practices. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be traded, it looks like. So if he goes and requests a trade to another team, probably Brooklyn. It looks like Houston's going to finish in last this year if that happens. 17:50 left to go. Duke with entry, pass into the lane. Or inside. It's actually going to be on Coburn here who picks up the foul. It's actually, yeah, Kofi Coburn was the one. And yeah, he just backed his way right in there with the elbow. So Duke has it right back. Goldwire lobs it over to Hurt. Hurt puts it up and Hurt gets fouled. Yeah, Hurt gets fouled here. There's bodies colliding inside. DeMonte Williams right there into the post. As the clock will stop again. This has been a sloppy game lately as far as fouls going on. That game, the last one was great to call. Iowa against North Carolina. There wasn't too many fouls. It's actually a bad game. A lot of points in transition. That was such a fun game to call now. Every single 10-15 seconds stoppage in time. Matthew Hurt back into the game, playing with quite a bit of foul trouble here. 3 personals on his name. First free throw, couldn't get it. Missed it. Duke is 5 for 10 today at the free throw line. 50% ain't going to cut it. A lot of youth on this team. A lot of youth. Second shot, no good. Hurt missed it. And he's the one that's got to be the leader here. And for him to pick up 3 quick fouls, that's really tough for him. Sat out in that most of that first half. As Goldwire's going to get the steal right from behind. Dosunmu comes flying in with a big block, but Duke able to get the basketball right back, though, and put it up and in for 2 off the backboard, so that'll count. 15-point game, 17:25 left to go. Illinois is going to get the inbound. Yep, this game has been a tough one today for Duke. Very tough one for a lot of these teams in the tournament when they realize that there's going to be so many new faces up and so many new teams up in the top 25 this season. Illinois able to get past the half-court trap. Fighting Illini, dribbles the basketball. Dosunmu now puts it into the hands at the top of the key here of Andre Curbelo. Curbelo moves it over to Dosunmu once again. Takes the jumper, no good. Hit the rim short. Rebound to Hurt. Hurt now with it. 17 minutes left to go. They move it over to left wing to Roach. Drives inside, and that's going to get denied out of bounds. Clock will start with 16:54 left to go. And it's not really Illinois' defense that's been a problem this season. Or Illinois' as far as Illinois' defense, they haven't been the best this season for Illinois. They were in that shootout game against Ohio about a week and a half ago. Illinois gets it right back. Right corner three. Takes it. No good off the mark. Rebound Duke. Yeah, like, Illinois not even making most of their opportunities. They're just cruising in this game because Duke just can't hit shots from the floor. Duke drives inside. That's going to be an offensive foul there by Duke. Trent Frazier, right place, right time, takes the charge, and offensive foul gets called on DJ Stewart of Duke. Oof, 3 L's in a row in fantasy. That's never a good thing. So DJ Stewart today, 0 assists to 4 turnovers. That is a rough day today for him. Illinois with it, gets it past half court. They have it now at the top of the key. Puts the ball into the hands of Frazier at the free throw circle. Moves it back here as they're going to set up the offense. 16-20 left to go. Curbelo now has it. Dribble to the right wing perimeter. Curbelo slides it over to the top here into the hands of Hawkins. And we got another foul. This one away from the basketball. So many in the second half here. Illinois going to pick up their 4th personal as a team. Duke with 3 here in the second half. It's Joey Baker about to get ready to check into this game for the Blue Devils. 9 total turnovers for Illinois, believe it or not. Duke has only got 7 total turnovers, but 3 of those were in the first, 2.5, 3 minutes. Duke gets the basketball on the inbounds. They just can't hit shots here, shooting the ball at 37% from the floor. Blue Devils bounce pass off the cutter, puts it up, and Goldwire able to get that as they needed something, able to get something there, and he was. Laid it up and in with contact, and Jordan Goldwire going to go to the free throw line, shoot 1. Wow, let's take a look at this this score. Wow, Penn State up against Virginia Tech, 75-53. Ouch. With 1:50 left to go, so bye-bye Virginia Tech from the top 25. We almost said bye-bye to Ohio State today. Rutgers up against Syracuse, 54-49. That free throw's up. That one's good. At the line by Goldwire. 48-36 the score. I agree, Ty. Missouri, Florida, St. Louis should definitely be in there. 12-point Illinois lead. This is part of a Duke 7-zip run quietly they are doing. Dosunmu jives inside, and they're going to call Dosunmu an offensive foul. That's the 5th personal by Illinois. He took it right into the lane, and Duke took the charge with Joey Baker. That's why they got him right off the bench to play in this game here. Sets his feet, takes the charge, and Dosunmu runs right over Joey Baker. And that's a huge call as the ball will go back to Duke's way here. So we're going to go on a timeout as well. Clock will stop. 15:58 left to go. Yeah, still a lot of time in this game, though. Duke on quite a bit of a run quietly, to put it to us. It's still, they're down by 12, though. So, yeah, today, a struggle for Duke once again shooting the basketball. They just can't connect on shots. Jordan Goldwire's 1 for 3. DJ Stewart has 4 turnovers to 0 assists. He's 1 for 3. This just ain't coming together. 5 turnovers as a team by Duke to, 5 assists as a team by Duke to 7 total turnovers. It's just not coming together. 0 for 8 from the perimeter. And nothing's going their way. Not playing team basketball, not using their other teammates to pass the ball. They're just dribbling up the court and taking jumpers, like deep contested jumpers. Yeah, commentators getting agitated and mad about this, man. Doesn't surprise me. This game's been rough to call for me tonight. There's been a foul like every 15, 20 seconds or so. It's been like a drag here. What's good, Jacob? Welcome to the stream, man. Once again, Nova Nation back up in here into the chat. Yeah, Ty puts out Kansas is not top 5. I'm not digging Kansas either. Really not. I had said that back on Sunday. I feel like there's much better teams than Kansas that can take them on. And Creighton was another one of those teams I feel like was a little bit too high. I would take teams over Kansas like in like those groupings like West Virginia. Definitely take Houston over Kansas as well. What's good, Jacob? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, it's been that type of game once again. This one hasn't been as fun to call as the one before. That game was nice. Iowa against UNC earlier today. Oh, man, that was a lovely game there. Iowa just kept on hitting three-point shot after three-point shot. That was a great game. By the way, Penn State has just blown out Virginia Tech. The final score of that one is 75-55. So, bye-bye to 1 week wonder Virginia Tech in the top 25. More like 2 week wonder here. Yeah, how in the world was Virginia Tech ranked at 15? These standings are just out of whack. How in the world is UConn, Oklahoma State, St. Louis not ranked? How in the world are these teams not ranked? Missouri, Indiana, Arkansas, Clemson low-key is pretty good. I would take, yes, St. Louis, Florida, Oklahoma State, Missouri, UConn, Marquette. These teams aren't ranked. And they put Virginia Tech in there, and they just got blown out today by Penn State, who lost a couple of days ago on Sunday night against Seton Hall. Who you can do the tie back here with all the stuff. You can connect the dots. Seton Hall had lost against Rhode Island by 13. They also lost by 13 to Oregon, who got knocked out of the top 25. So we're right back into it. 48-36 the score. 15:50 left to go. Duke has it. Goldwire drives inside, floats it up. That one's good. As it's a 10-point game now. Duke able to get on quite a bit of a run. 9-zip run here in the last 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Missouri's still ranked lower than an Oregon team, which they beat. I know that Oregon's dealing with injuries, but still. $48-38 right now. 15:30 left to go here, folks, in this one. Also, a low-key sleeper that's barely receiving votes in the AP Top 25. I think they received 1 vote this week. A low-key sleeper to watch out for will be SMU. That team is full of, I think it has a ton of seniors in the roster there. And that's the team that could give Houston a run for its money in the American. So Illinois has it right back. Houston still, though, I think they should easily win the American. They're looking like they could very well be a 2 seed come tournament time. Just run the table in the conference. 15-10 left to go. Illinois up by 10. They get the basketball. They move it out to DeSumo. Dribble drive inside. Stop and pop jumper. Takes it. Got it. Right there by Io. That's good for 2. 50-38. Duke with it. Io with a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Duke has it here at the left wing. So they're going to back their way now at the left elbow. Jamin Brakefield slides over to Hurt. Hurt takes the 3. Top of the key. That is way off the mark. Hit the bottom left part of the backboard. Rebound. Illinois. DeSumo up the court. Floats it over the top. And Bershanishvili throws it down right there with a two-handed flush. Right over to defense. They couldn't get back in time in transition. They'll try again with Duke now. Passing over to the left corner. Brakefield. He is stuck there. Dribbles to the left corner. Moves it out to the left wing to the right wing here to Goldwire. Goldwire has it for Duke and just passes it into no man's land out of bounds. Miscues. That is turnover number 8 for Duke. Jordan Goldwire seeing double vision right there. Just looking like he threw it on a drunk pass out of bounds. Not even close. Oof. Any thoughts about Tennessee after the first game? I didn't see that game, but I can't believe they didn't score more. They got a really deep team here. I just can't believe they didn't score way more than that. But they're able to get it done after the first game. Illinois by 14 as the basketball drives inside. They're going to get another one as they extend it. 54-32. Trent Frazier with a layup. 13:55 left to go. Duke now has it. Dribbles towards the left wing. UConn's a pretty deep team. they're being so undervalued in the polls right now. They're a deep team with made up of key transfers that's only going to get better and better along with James Bouknight. I think they could be in for a deep run, and I think they could give Creighton a run at that second spot in the conference for the Big East. Because they're going to get even better when they get a Cook back, their big man. Because he's supposed to be back sometime this season. He's coming off an Achilles injury last year. So, free throws coming up in the line. Illinois here is shot's no good to get the offensive rebound on him. Pings it right off. A Joey Baker out of bounds. Right at the baseline. What's good, Jack? Welcome to the stream, man. Duke needs some milk. Man, I'm shocked that this is a blowout right now. There's been so many blowouts this season. Chaos in the top 25 every single day. Watch Wisconsin just lose tomorrow against URI and just erupt with more chaos. Even though Wisconsin's a pretty solid team. That'll be a stunner there if URI is able to pull that one off. I think they're going to give them a hard-fought game, though. 54-38, Illinois with the basketballs. They take it past half court and they lost control of it out of bounds. This has been a sloppy game by both of these teams here. Fighting Illini have been dealing with turnovers quite a bit. They actually had more turnovers in their second game of the season than Chicago State. Illinois turned it over 18 times that game. Chicago State turned it over 16 times. Even though Illinois pounded them in that game, 97-38. Duke gets the inbounds. As Illinois, away from the basketball, is going to pick up their 8th foul. DeMonte Williams picks up his 4th personal, and clock will stop here. So, it's going to send Duke here right to the bonus. I don't pay attention to that much college football. I used to, Matt, when I was, like, a lot younger, but like, the past couple of years, I haven't paid attention to much college football. Oh, man, Vaughn just lost his division to Woody, who hasn't made a single fantasy move. He just drafted his lineup. Or, I don't even think he was there for the draft. I think it was auto-draft. It just auto-drafted every single player there for the lineup. And he never did a single free agency or trade move, and he still has a good record because of what he got in the auto-draft. And luckily, nobody got hurt, and, like, I don't even think he had players that, like, were out in the COVID list on his team. He got so lucky. Both of the free throws, good at the line by Duke. It's a 14-point game. Illinois takes it past half court, and the ball gets deflected out of bounds here. So, Goldwire deflected out of bounds. Illinois going to have it right back. Welcome back in, Ian. Yeah, good lord. This game's just been rough here. Every single, 10-15 seconds a foul. Illinois inbound. Pro hop underneath as they float it up, and it's going to go out of bounds. Tried to put power in that float up, but couldn't. Adam Miller, he was looking for a foul, couldn't get one. Duke's going to have it back. 13 minutes remaining. Blue Devils have it. Goldwire floats it out to the top of the key. They'll take a 3, and now it's no good off the mark by Hurt. Rebound right back over to Illinois. Illinois with it now at the left baseline. Over to Curbelo. Passes inside, turnaround jumper. Curbelo gets it for 2. .12:37 left to go. Right corner 3, and that one is good. Duke able to hit down the perimeter triple. So DJ Stewart able to get his name on the board for a 3-point shot today. That's the first 3-point shot of the game. So that's the 1,094th straight game with a made 3-point shot. It took him all that long. 12 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. I remember last year there with the game against Brown last year, right after Christmas. It took him until the last 5 minutes to finally hit a 3 for Duke. So Vaughn would like to congratulate Woody on winning his division, it looks like, for the Fantasy Football League. Yeah, UConn's women basketball. Dan Hurley trying to build up the men's program, though. They're a deep team for the season for UConn. Really deep team. 2 key transfers they added in. James Bouknight, a sophomore rising star. I think a lot of people sleeping on them this season. That's a 3-point shot, no good off the mark. A rebound by Illinois. Fighting Illini have it. They lead it by 13. 11:50 left to go. They have it at the left wing. Moves over to the right corner. Trent Frazier with it. Passes to the top. Bershanishvili hands it over to Frazier. Shot fake, and he just got completely bumped into. That was uncalled for. Oh, man. Rookie mistakes. DJ Stewart right there trying to go up for the block, and he just leans straight right in and knocks down Trent Frazier as he completely shot faked him out. So we're going to go on a timeout here. Just uncalled for, unneeded right there. Ouch. Freshman mistakes. This is what this game is all about here. Freshman mistakes by Duke. 1 for 14 from the perimeter. Just struggling all game from the floor. And without Matthew Hurt, this team is in big trouble this season. They need other players to step up. Hey, what's good, Landon? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it for stopping on by. What's good, Ant? Welcome on here. Yeah, this has really been a rough game to call. It's been so many fouls here. Really rough game to call. So right now, quick scoreboard update for everybody. Rutgers still holding on to the lead against Syracuse, 55-52. Welcome back, Treeper, onto the stream here. No, Matthew Hurt is not hurt. He was on the bench for quite a while. That was due to him getting into early foul trouble. He picked up 3 quick fouls in this game in the first half. So he sat out for the majority of the first half. But he was back in. Penn State over Virginia Tech, 75-55 earlier today. So Big Ten, ACC, Iowa able to get the victory. Ohio State able to win today by 5 over Notre Dame. They almost lost that earlier today. Miami came from behind by 20, beat Purdue today. Minnesota over Boston College in overtime. Had a couple comebacks, that was one of them. Rutgers up against Syracuse, and Illinois looking like they could take this one right now. But Penn State just obliterated Virginia Tech as well. So what's that? Penn State over Virginia Tech, that's 1. Iowa. So 2-1, Notre Dame, yep, 2-2, 3-2, yep. So it's currently 4-2 in favor of the Big Ten. Michigan State will win tomorrow. I predict that they're going to beat Virginia tomorrow. That's a good game. Rutgers against Syracuse is going back and forth, so we'll keep you guys posted on that. It's actually tied up at 55 now, so anybody's game at this point. And then bye-bye to Virginia Tech in the top 25. They're no longer. I wasn't buying them at all. People were asking me if they were for real. No, not at all. Alright, so we're going to get right back into this, folks. Right now, Illinois is going to have the basketball. We get 11:35 left to go. Desumu has it, the left corner perimeter. Moves it back here to the top of the key. They'll slow it down for Illinois. Curbelo. Bounce pass inside over to Coburn. Cut to the hoop right there by Matthew Hurt with a big block underneath, and Duke's going to get it right back. Duke now has it. Dribbles to the right wing perimeter. Moves it back to the top of the key to Hurt. 11:10 left to go. Matthew Hurt with 12 here. Been the best player by far this season. Takes The turnaround jumper, no good off the mark. Rebound back to Illinois. Fighting Illini has it. Pass up the court. Reverse handle layup. Couldn't get it. Bershanishvili, second chance. Puts it up and in. Gets it off the backboard. And he's going to go to line. Shoot one as well. So Georgi Bershanishvili right there. Able to get that one with 10:57 remaining. Yep, Woody has quite the players in this team that he got from the auto draft there. Yeah, UConn against Providence next Thursday. I don't know if that game's going to go on because UConn right now is in quarantine. They recently had positive tests, so they had to stop. So that game's going to get made up at a different date, it looks like. Because there's other games that couldn't go on right now. 58-43. Free throw is no good. Duke had it, missed it. Illinois with the ball, took it up the court, passed it out of bounds. So Duke's going to have it right back at the left wing perimeter. It's going to be Wendell Moore. Haven't seen much of him today as he moves it over to Stewart. They pass it back outside, takes the three, top of the key, and Brakefield knocks it down right there straight away. That was a good look, and he was able to hit us. Only their second triple of the game. So 12-point game now, approaching that halfway mark, left to go. Illinois at the top of the key. Dribbles now, free throw circle. Lob over the top. Try to go for the alley-oop to Coburn. Missed it. They get the offensive rebound and contact and foul there. As Carbello is going to get sent right back to the line. And the clock stops with 10:01. Yeah, these Big Ten schools look for real this year. Big Ten's absolutely stacked. So yeah, Duke early on, Michigan State, and now Illinois. Schedule calms down quite a bit. I'm looking at it right now for Duke, though. Charleston Southern, Notre Dame, Gardner-Webb got rescheduled for later in December. And then Pittsburgh, Florida State's going to be a good one on the day after New Year. And then BC. If you guys are new to the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. I cover play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball. First free throw, that's up and good by Illinois. Second shot, that's good as well. What's good, Malik? Welcome on the stream, man. Got 10 minutes left to go. Who do I think's going to win tomorrow? I'm going to take URI right there, Vegas. So I'm going to go with a shocking upset, but dude, URI's looking so good right now. I'm going to take Rhode Island in the upset there. Believe in my Rams tomorrow. Duke, no good in the shot. Hit the rim short. They get the offensive rebound, though. Blue Devils have the basketball. At the free throw circle, moves it over to Goldwire. Flings it back over to the right wing perimeter. Dribble drive inside, leaves it over for the left baseline. Pass down on top once again. Drives inside, high arcing shot, no good by Roach off the backboard. Rebound by Illinois. Fighting line, they have it at half court. They lost control of it. Coburn on the ground with the ball, swarmed by white jerseys here. As Duke's gonna see if they can force the tie-up. Clock will stop with 9:19. It's gonna be tie-up Illinois possession. So Illinois right there in trouble, but they got the possession arrow to that one as the Fighting Illini is going to have it back with 9:19 on the clock. Yeah, I'm believing in them tomorrow, Vegas. They're playing lights-out basketball right now, low-key, that people are sleeping on them. Low-key victories over Seton Hall by 13. San Francisco as well, they were able to knock down. And they did these teams by double digits. 60-46, we got 9:19 remaining. For a team that hung in with Arizona State until Fats Russell got fouled with like 5 minutes left remaining. But yeah, this Duke team, they're just so young and it just hasn't come together today. A lot of problems as far as their shots today. Just settling for deep contested jumpers. It was the turnovers early on in this game, and then, as well as late, it's been the fouls as well. 60-46 currently. We got 9:19 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. Let me know in the chat who you got in this one. If you're a fan of Illinois, if you're a fan of Duke, as we're going to get right back into it. It's going to be Illinois basketball here. DeSumo has it at the top of the key. He dribbles towards the right wing perimeter, guarded by Goldwire. Moves over to Bershanishvili. Passes over to the left corner, Frazier. Frazier left baseline. Dribble, dish out to the right corner. DeSumo floats up the runner. Gutted the fall right there at the right baseline. Illinois looking solid here. 62-46 in the final 9 minutes. Duke now has it around the perimeter. Dribbles at the free throw circle. Thought about taking a deep two by Roach. Instead, he passes off. Catch and shoot three is open. Takes it. That's the look you want right there as they sink it. Second triple of the game from the outside by DJ Stewart. Clock will stop with 8:42 as we're going to go on another timeout taken here by Coach K as Duke is down to 2 timeouts. And Illinois currently, right now, got 4 timeouts. Moosey Moose, welcome to the stream. Man, Championship Classic only has 2 good teams. Looks like. I think Kansas is overrated too. Like for their number 5 ranking, I feel like both of those teams today, Creighton and Kansas, both of those teams are overrated. Creighton was ranked way too high, and then Kansas has been able to get better though. Jalen Wilson's coming along right now. Yeah, maybe Ohio is actually a really good team, not State. Yeah, I agree. I think Ohio is going to win the MAC this year. And for Ohio State, I think it's going to be sooner than later that they're going to get banged and beaten apart when conference play begins, and they're going to be out of the top 25. And I think they're going to have like 11, 12, maybe 13 losses for Ohio State, and they might not even make the tournament if they keep on having these tight games. That Notre Dame team that they played against really tight today isn't like a great team that shouldn't be going to the tournament. They're having all sorts of problems with them. They had problems against UMass Lowell about like a week and a half ago. So, yeah, I'm not buying Ohio State in the top 25. I had said that about Virginia Tech last week. Bye-bye Virginia Tech. They lost by 20 to Penn State. And, yeah, Penn State going to be at the bottom of the Big Ten most likely this year. Big Ten's absolutely stacked. What's good, B Squad? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Illinois got the pieces right with them. Looking solid here, and yeah, Duke at number 10 not playing like it right now. There's multiple teams I can say here. It's looking better than Duke on the list. That should definitely be up there. Playing much better basketball. St. Louis and Richmond would be a good start for that. If you want, and yeah, you can add in other teams. Florida, Oklahoma State. There's teams I feel like that should have been ranked here in the top 25 this week. Oklahoma State, Missouri, Florida, St. Louis. And yeah, just not there. As far as Rutgers, Syracuse, keeping you guys an update here. Rutgers trailing by 1 now. So Syracuse has captured the lead 65-64. So this is a Syracuse team that beat the Bryant Bulldogs from Smithfield, Rhode Island by 1. By the way, Bryant scored over 100 points their past 2 games. They're my pick to take the NEC. And, yeah, Syracuse leading Rutgers. So, that's a game definitely to monitor right now. Of course, anything could happen. It's been a crazy season. Predictions in Iowa against Gonzaga. I'm going to take Gonzaga right there. Really close game. Iowa looks so good today. Their 3-point shots in that first half, and then late in the game, they were hitting down their triples. That was just impressive. How they hit down 17 3-point shots today, and Jordan Bohanna looked phenomenal. Yeah, Jack put out Tennessee didn't look that great today. Managed to get the win. It looked like it was more like a defensive type of game there. 62-49. We get right back into it. Yeah, it's Tennessee's first game, so of course, if it's your first game, of course you're gonna struggle. You're not gonna look good. You still got a lot a lot of stuff to keep an eye on. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't know, I'm a Providence fan, by the way, and yeah, we've been struggling a lot for Providence this season watching the team play. They could have easily been 2-3 after the Maui Invitational, and they were tied up at halftime against Fairfield, or Fairleigh Dickinson on Saturday. So it's not cutting it right now. They got a lot of work to do. So first free throw, that one's up, that one's good at the line. 63-49 to score. 8:23 left to go here, folks. Second free throw, no good off the mark. Rebound right back over to Duke. Blue Devils now with the basketball. They drive inside right past the defense, and they're going to call that one a goaltend by Illinois. So they're going to count the bucket there by Jeremy Roach. If you guys are new to the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well. Really appreciate all for being a part here on Behind the Arc Basketball. I cover play-by-play college basketball games, also NBA games. Illinois in transition right there. It's Bershanishvili. Floats it over the top, over to the big fella Coburn. Able to get behind the defense. Only one man was back in transition on a 2-on-1, and Coburn throws it down. He's got 11 points today. Duke takes the jumper. This game picking up quite a bit. And that one's good for 2. Yeah, never a good sign when it's when it's the owner here that has to go for the hide. But it happens from time to time. 7.5 remaining. Illinois with it. At the left wing perimeter. Passes now at the left baseline. Coburn. Oh, nice feed underneath the Bershanishvili, but they're going to call a foul here. It's going to be offensive. Illinois picks up an offensive foul. It will go right back over to Duke. Clock will stop with 7:27. Yeah, only 16 from Garza today. He had a double-double. 16 and 14. The reason why Jordan Bohannon out on a different level for sure, Vegas. Man, Jordan Bohannon, comeback player of the year, mark it down. He had 24 points, made 7 3-point shots. And then there were 2 other players for Iowa as well. C.J. Frederick was one of them. He made 5 3-point shots. And man, they were just firing from the outside. They had 3 players that made at least 5 3-point shots. They combined for 17. 17 triples, and they hit 11 of those at halftime. Oh, yeah, for sure, B-Squad. Illinois has some explosive offense, seriously. Yeah, Io, Coburn, and also Miller as well. Miller was a bucket in the first game. He scored 28 there in the game against North Carolina A&T. So, quick scoreboard update for everybody. Rutgers up against Syracuse now, 71-65 the score there. If you didn't know, Penn State destroyed Virginia Tech tonight, 75-55. And Kansas State lost to a non-Division I school earlier today. That's always rough when that happens. Never expect that to happen. But they lost to Fort Hays State, 81-68. It's been quite the night of basketball action here as far as what's going on. But yeah, North Carolina's bigs really just defended Garza well in the first half. He struggled. I think he missed he went 2 for 9 to start out the game or so. And then the second half, he was getting most of his points off of second chance points. Where one of his teammates in the post would miss one, he would get the putback inside. So that was the key there in the second half, was they still double-teamed Luka Garza. He was just too good, able to break it in the second half in the post. If you guys are new to the stream here, right on a timeout, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow night as well for play-by-play. Doubleheader. Indiana taking on Florida State. And then also we're going to have Virginia taking on Michigan State right after this one. Taking a look right now, leading scorers in this timeout with 7:26 remaining in the second half. Illinois leads it by 12, 65-53. Ayo Dosunmu got a double-double for the Fighting Illini. He leads the scoring. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block as well. Kofi Coburn, the big man, 11.7 rebounds tonight for Coburn. 11 points off the bench by Bershanishvili. And then for Duke tonight, Matthew Hurts got 12 points, but he's missed all 3-point shots from the perimeter. 0 for 5 from the outside. DJ Stewart's got 10 points as well. Jeremy Roach, though, from the bench, leading scorer, 13 points today. It's been a positive sign. 5 for 10 shooting from the floor, 4 assists. But yeah, Stewart's really struggled today. 1 assist to 4 turnovers by Stewart. Packers go, welcome to stream, man. Yeah, I was shocked that they fell all the way from 4 to 13 there in the rankings. Just on a buzzer beater. So I wouldn't have had them fall that much, though. They got a low-key, really good game tomorrow against URI. As we're right back into it. Duke with the basketball takes the jumper at the left elbow. No good off the mark. Rebound, Illinois. If you guys are new to the stream, hit me up with who you got here, who you're a fan of. If you're Illinois or Duke or a fan of another college basketball team, let me know down in the chat below. I cover play-by-play of college basketball games, also NBA games here as well. Illinois has it. 7 minutes remain. At the top of the key, Carbello now dribbles towards the right wing, makes his move inside, behind the defense, lays it up and in. Able to break right past Jeremy Roach right there, his man. Illinois extends to the 14. Carbello's got 8 tonight. 6:35 left to go. Duke has it. As they're going to float it up in the key with Brakefield, no good. He had clear space out in front of him, and he missed the floater. Rebound, Illinois. Fighting Illini has it with 6:25 remaining. They'll take a 3 straight away. No good off the mark. Back to Duke. Duke here with the ball. At the left wing perimeter, Stewart. He dribbles. Dribbles now at the left elbow. Moves it back out to the top of the key. Brakefield. Pass over to Goldwire for the Blue Devils. Into the hands of Brakefield once again. Moves it over to the right wing to Hurt. Matthew Hurt going to take a 3-point shot. And he missed that one. He's 0 for 6 from the outside in this game. Duke going to get the offensive rebound, though. Sets up a corner 3 and they knock it down. That's good. Jamin Brakefield from the right corner. Or actually, they're going to say it's a deep 2. His foot was on the line. So only give him a 2 there. 5:45 left to go. Illinois has it. Into the hands of Desumu. Desumu now with the basketball at the top of the key. Dribbles towards the right wing. Now at the free throw circle. Left baseline guarded by Goldwire. Puts it back outside. Yeah, Brad Underwood's done a tremendous job building up Illinois once again. It's been incredible here. Illinois pro hop inside. They're going to score. That's good off the glass. 69-55 with 5:19 left to go. Yeah, definitely B squad. Illinois, they got a trio of explosive players. Io and Coburn, the 2 most, but also what a pickup they got. Also, Carbello's turning in to having a great game today. He was the one who just got the shot inside right there. So Carbello in double digits. Bershanishvili had a really good game against Baylor. And then also Miller was impressive in that first game. He was an absolute bucket. Yeah, Illinois' upperclassmen. Wisconsin got a lot of upperclassmen there. And they're going to be a tough out, too. For, just Big Ten's just so stacked. Duke here, they roll right inside over to Hurt. And that was where was that offense all day long right there with the assist? That was phenomenal right there for Duke as Matthew Hurt throws it down with a 2-handed flush. 5 minutes left remaining in this game here. Illinois up by 12. They got it at the left corner perimeter. Dish it out underneath into traffic, though. Gets picked off by Duke. Here they go. 2-on-1 transition. Lob over the top. Gets deflected. Illinois, what a steal there. Is they able to pick it up around the corner perimeter. Hustle type of play for the Fighting Illini. We got a player down as well. Good to see he gets back up on his feet. That's the 4-star freshman, Adam Miller. Hustle play right there by Miller. Oh, he was grabbing his elbow right after the play. That was So Duke was going up for the alley-oop right there. It was a huge swat by number 20 for Illinois, DeMonte Williams. And then Miller just trying to come in, dive after the basketball. He went right into the front row of the seats and looked like he landed awkwardly on his shoulder. Yeah, he's getting that checked out right now. He's in a lot of shoulder pain. So Adam Miller for Illinois is out of this game currently. We got 4:30 left to go. That's... Never want to see that because he was doing some good things this season. Desumu, jumper, takes it to the free throw circle, no good. Duke gets the rebound. Hurt now with the basketball. They move it over to left wing. Pass over to the top of the key. Johnson feeds it inside. Over to Hurt. Gets it for 2 more. 69-59. Matthew Hurt tonight. Leading scorer. He's got 18. 4 minutes left to play. Remaining in this game. Illinois has it. Dribble drive inside. Lost control of it out of bounds. Carmelo had it. Yeah, don't see that very often with a native from Georgia doing good stuff out here in basketball. What's good? It's Austin. Welcome to stream, bud. Glad to have you back on the channel, man. So yeah, 69-59 the score currently right now. So we're going to go on a timeout. We got 4 minutes approximately remaining in this game. Over 50 people watching now. If you enjoy the stream, spike that thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well here, folks. I cover play-by-play basketball games here on Behind the Arc Basketball. College basketball, NBA games here as well. Quick box score update for everybody. Rutgers running away against Syracuse right now as Rutgers leads it by 10, 78-68 right now in the final 34 seconds. So Rutgers going to get the W. So as we tally these up today, Penn State got the win. Big Ten today looks like this. Big Ten's 5-1 right now. So in their matchups today, Big Ten is 5-1, and if Illinois is able to hang on, they'd be 6-1 tonight. The only win so far was the first game. It was Miami who came back from 20 down and won against Purdue. Hey, what's good, Apocalypse? Welcome to stream, man. I actually work at a radio station. As a production director. That's my full-time job. But yeah, I just started out doing this channel about like 2019 or so. It's been huge. Like it completely just exploded during the NBA playoffs. Everyone, as far as the play-by-play content on the stream here, a lot of awesome people supported out on the channel. It's been awesome. Kentucky women's team, Landon puts out, ranked at number 1, 4-0 record. That's good. There you go. That's good for you, man. Yep, Purdue blew a 20-point lead against Miami, and Miami was without their best player either, Chris Likes. He was out of the game. Minnesota won in overtime today, 85-80 over BC. Ohio State able to come back, beat Notre Dame today, 90-85. The game I called earlier, Iowa, hit down 17 triples. Jordan Bohannon en route to 24 points for him. Hit down 7 3-point shots. Iowa won at 90-80 over North Carolina. Rutgers leading Syracuse final 30 seconds, 79-69. And Penn State blew out Virginia Tech today, 75-55. So we're going to get right back into this one. 4 minutes even remaining in this game. Duke's going to have the basketball. They trail by 10. Goldwire has it, the right wing perimeter. Moves over to Joey Baker. Shot fake, spin move into the key. Floats it up. That's up. No good. Tipped up in the air. Illinois comes up with the rebounds. Fighting Illini has it. Bounce pass half court to Sumu. Takes it here at the left wing perimeter. He's double teamed, trying to get out of that. He does. Puts into the hands of Williams. Moves over to Frazier. 16 on the shot clock, 3.5 left to go. Back over to Dasumu. He's guarded all over the place by Goldwire. Dasumu at the top of the key. They pass over to the right corner. Shot fake Frazier, able to get around it. Lob over the top to Coburn. Puts it home right there for 2. That's good. 71-59. 3:15 left to go on the clock remaining here. Illinois by 12. Duke puts it inside. Goldwire's layup gets rejected right there by Coburn. 2-on-1. Illinois bounce pass. Oh, to the trailer. Gets it for 2. Right back into the lane right there. Damonte Williams. Great play by Illinois. As they had a 2-on-1 break, Williams was the one who was trailing, actually. And they were able to get that right to behind to Williams, who laid it up and in. Up by 14, final 3 minutes. Duke now has it. Stewart shuffles it out to the right corner. Johnson takes the 3, got it. Timeout taken by Coach K. Clock will stop here, 2:39. Apocalypse, like in NC State here, would have won if they had played today. Way better than people think for this season for North Carolina State. Yeah, they're looking good right now for NC State. So yeah, Wisconsin, Louisville, and then NC State, Michigan. Those two games had to be postponed. Michigan almost lost to Oakland about like a week and a half ago or so. That game went into overtime. .239 left remaining so far today in this game. Illinois leading scorer. It's been different players here. So you know it's a good game when you got 5 players out in double figures. That's what Illinois has done today. 13 points by Kofi Coburn along with 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. 12 points by Ayo Dosunmu, got himself a double-double with 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And then 10 points by DeMonte Williams. Curbelo also got 10, and Barshanishvili's got 11 as well. As we got 2:30 left to go out of the timeout. And Illinois has the basketball here, up by 11. Fighting Illini has it top of the key. Leading scorer for the Illini, Kofi Coburn with 13, and Dosunmu right behind it with 12. So we welcome in Sam Hay Gaming. Appreciate Bud for stopping them by. Illinois has it, takes the jumper, and they get fouled. Jordan Goldwire going to pick up the personal here as the clock will stop now. It's going to send Ayo Dosunmu coming up to shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Looks like Von's back. He just released his odds to win the Fantasy League. There you go. We'll see if you can pull off the comeback. So 2 shots coming up. Dosunmu at the line. First one, got it. So Ayo Dosunmu now with 13 tonight. 74-62, 2:16 remaining. If you're new on the stream, spike that thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton. I'll be back tomorrow night, by the way, covering play-by-play. We're going to have a doubleheader once again. Florida State against Indiana, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we'll be back as well, Virginia against Michigan State for the game after that, around 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Second free throw, Ayo hits it. He's got 14. Illinois by 13 in the final 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Duke now with the basketball. Takes it past half court. Blue Devils now dribble at the top of the key. Roach moves it over to left wing to Johnson. Pass over to left corner Goldwire. Back over to Roach. As they have it all around the perimeter now. Stewart with it over to Roach. Drives inside. Lost control of it. Pickpocketed with the basketball. But it's going to be forced tie up here on the key. Refs blow the whistle. Clock will stop with 1:57. We're looking at possession arrow here. What they roll it in just a moment. Hey, thanks so much, Sam A Gaming. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, Cowboys didn't win for the Pats, looks like, for us. So, Patriots still trailing the Ravens in the playoff standings. And it's actually, they're going to say it's going to be a foul picked up by Illinois. So, it's going to send Duke here to the 1-and-1 bonus. Free throw, no good. Off the back rim, missed it by Jeremy Roach. Rebound goes right back over to Illinois. A rough game today at the free throw line for Duke. In this one, shooting 8 for 14 at the charity stripe. That ain't going to cut it at 57%. Illinois has it, drives into the lane, floats it up, gutted a fall right there with the right hand. Curbelo for 2. 77-62. Final minute 35. Duke takes the jumper. That one's off the mark, no good. Illinois comes up with a defensive rebound. Final minute and a half. Vaughn will put the odds on the Discord. They control the entirety of this game tonight here for Illinois right from the start. They got up right from the get-go. They were up 12-2 to start off this game. Illinois has it top of the key. Dosunmu blow past the defender. Couldn't convert on it. He was trying to go for the slam dunk. He got stripped of the basketball into the lane. Duke has it off the steal. Right wing 3. They take it and they hit it right there. DJ Stewart from the outside. Timeout taken by Coach K. He'll burn his final timeout with 1 minute and 2 remaining. Pats need the Steelers to beat Buffalo and then the Chiefs to beat Miami. Well, very well possible the second one that Kansas City can beat Miami. But Steelers, they were the worst 11-0 team in the history of the NFL. To beat the Bills look legit right now. And Steelers playing more like a JV team out there recently. That was according to Mike Tomlin, what he even said after that win against Baltimore when they had all those players out of that game the week before. So final minute and 2 remaining. By the way, Rutgers getting the W. They improved to 4-0 in the season. Rutgers over Syracuse 79 to 69, the final on that one. So 79-69 the final there. Say that would be a low score if it did. What's good, Coy? Welcome on the stream. Yep, Cards finally ranked this week. So getting respect finally from the AP Top 25 poll. Minute 2 left to go. Alright, so we're going to be coming back from a timeout here. It's going to be Illinois inbound coming up with 1:02 left to go on the clock. Tasumu will be the inbound passer coming up. She's going to be in their backcourt. They're going to put it here in the corner of their backcourt here for Illinois. 1 minute even left to go. As they will break it past half court. Tasumu lob over the top. He got blocked. He got it right back, and he's going to lay it up and in right there for 2. 79-65. The athleticism right there. Ayo Dosunmu shining on the court tonight. Leading scorer currently for Illinois. Duke goes inside. They put it up and in. That's good in the key for 2 for Duke. There was a foul committed by Illinois, and Duke's going to go to the line, shoot 1 coming up. So Kofi Coburn picks up the personal. It will send Duke to shoot at the and 1 coming up at the line. We take a look today. Ayo Dosunmu leads the scoring, got a double-double, great game, 16 points, 12 rebounds. Free throw good at the line by Duke. Puts it to 11, 48 seconds remaining. Inbound here, Illinois. In the backcourt, they are able to take it past the half-court logo, and Duke's going to pick up the foul here as the clock will stop. Clock will stop with 44 seconds. So it's going to send number 1, Trent Frazier, to the free throw line here for the Fighting Illini, shooting in the double bonus now. So he's going to have 2. Oh, did I see Michigan State, Virginia postponed? Really? Oh boy. Well, I just wrote an article about that a couple hours ago. Whoops. Ouch. Let me see. I'll take a look. See if I can confirm. Both of the free throws go down at the line. 81-68, final 44 seconds. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Postponed according to 247 Sports. Yeah. I was trying to see if John Rothstein posted it up here. I don't think I can find it yet. Oh, yep. I got it right now. Yeah. So, about like 13 minutes ago it was announced. 81-68 the score, so yeah, so it looks like I'm going to only have 1 stream tomorrow unless they fill in another spot for tomorrow for that 9:30. Oh, there's actually a game on ESPN too, so I'll have to take a look at that and see what that is for tomorrow. Jumper, that's up and that's good by Illinois. 83-68. 10 seconds remaining. Duke going to take the jumper from the outside, no good off the mark, and Illinois gets the rebound with a statement here in this game today. They controlled the entire game right from the start here for Illinois. Just too strong for Duke to handle. And this one is the Fighting Illini coming out on top. That means the Big Ten takes the big advantage off of day number 1 here. 6-1 in the big ACC Big Ten Challenge. Man, the first game that was won was by Miami, and they came back and won it. But if Miami hadn't come back and won that game against Purdue, would have been the Big Ten up 7-0. As Big Ten up 6-1 here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, the final game tonight. Everybody, appreciate all for being a part here, stopping on by. I'll see if there's another game to do tomorrow for the nightcap for tomorrow. But man, looking so impressive here for Illinois, and they were firing on all cylinders with different players contributing in different ways. You know you got a good team here when you got 6 players that finished in double figures for the Fighting Illini. Ayu Desumu led the way, 18 points, 12 rebounds, and then 13 points by the big fella, Kofi Coburn, with 8 rebounds. And 12 points by Curbelo, 11 by Bershanishvili, 10 by Trent Frazier. DeMonte Williams ended with 10 as well, and Adam Miller ended with 9. He was almost in double figures also. That is just solid work right there. Great balance with their lineup, and they're off to great stuff there with Illinois. They look really solid so far this season. So that's a wrap, everyone. Before you sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well, everybody. Really appreciate all for being a part here. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball. Is Miami for real? I think they're going to be in the NCAA tournament in the back half, probably like a 10 or 11 seed for Miami, for Miami U for this year. But they managed to beat Purdue. They came back down by 20 without their best player, Chris Likes, today. So I think they're going to be in the tournament conversation this year for Miami. They got an upperclassman roster stacked with seniors this year for the Hurricanes. And I think that they're going to find their way right into the tournament for this year, towards like the back half of the tournament there. So that's a wrap, everybody. Really appreciate all for stopping on by, everyone, once again. Tomorrow, definite stream I'll be doing is Florida State against Indiana, and then I'll have to see, because Virginia versus Michigan State just got canceled, and I'll have to see if there's going to be a filler for that one, or if it's just that one stream for tomorrow, everybody. But make sure to spike the like, hit the thumbs up, ring the notification bell, and subscribe if you'd like to be notified about future live streams as well before I head out, everybody. Really appreciate all for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.